Welcome back to the NBA Draft Special. This is Mike the Mike Man, and as I've already stated, it's Friday. And here's a couple seconds of intro. Okay, so continuing on. We last talked about the Chicago Bulls. Now, as we go down, Denver Nuggets at 15 selected Juan Hernangomez. And he's a draft and stash. He can't actually come play yet. Draft and stash. The Boston Celtics selected a forward from France. I'm not even going to try that name. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to try that. Memphis selected Wade Baldwin IV. Baldwin was a guy that I was kind of hoping the Bulls were going to take if they weren't going to take Ulis. He goes to Memphis. Detroit takes Henry Ellison from Marquette. Bit of a local kid right there if you consider Marquette local to Detroit. Denver Nuggets take Malik Beasley from Florida State. He's a good shooter. Indiana takes Caris LeVert from Michigan. And then after 20, it gets to be a little gray on the names. The only big names. The only names you might know after 20. Malachi Richardson goes 22 to Charlotte. And that wound up getting traded to Sacramento. 76ers take Timothy Luau, the kid from France. Scala BCA from Kentucky goes at number 28 to Phoenix. Damian Jones, the center from Vanderbilt, goes 30 to Golden State. Chuck Diallo from Kansas, he goes in the second round. That was very interesting when he got picked because I thought I'd seen his name on the list of people that had backed out. I'm obviously wrong. But yeah, I was really interested to see that. And the best point guard in the country. Yeah, I said it. Ulis is the best point guard in the country. He was last year. And he got taken in the second round. And I'm sorry, I don't feel good saying that. He should have been taken higher. He's such a great player. The Bulls should have taken him. The Bulls would have stolen him at that point, at 14. I think he's going to become something and prove everyone wrong. I really do. I think he's going to be a guy taken in the second round that everybody's going to go, why didn't we take him in the first round? I'm not saying he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. I want to make that clear. I'm not saying he's the best point guard ever. I'm saying this guy's going to be a good point guard. And I think the Bulls could use a good point guard right now, considering they traded away their starter for half a season. Marcus Page, big-time hyped guard from North Carolina, went 25th in the second round to Brooklyn. And the last pick was Tyrone Wallace, guard out of California, and he went to the Utah Jazz. So yeah, so the draft is over. I feel absolutely no better about the Bulls at all. The only thing I feel good about is they did trade Derrick Rose. Excuse me. They traded Derrick Rose for Jerian Grant, Robin Lopez, and Jose Calderon. That's from the Knicks. So it was those three for Derrick. And I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't particularly like Robin Lopez. I know I don't like Jose Calderon. I've never heard of Jerian Grant in my life until now. So, be what it'll be. They got rid of Derrick in his contract. I'm really happy about that. Gar, you get a +1 for that. For doing nothing on draft night, you get a -10. I think it was a failure for the Bulls. If we're looking at this a local perspective, it was a failure for the Chicago Bulls again. You get Denzel Valentine at 14, but it's really hard to find anybody past 8. You could have traded up into the top 8. The difference was Zach LaVine versus Ricky Rubio. Personally, I like Ricky Rubio. What happened to the past first point guard in this league? Come on. But, yeah, so you didn't take Rubio, so you didn't get number 5, you didn't get Chris Dunn, or maybe you would have had him take Buddy Hield for you. So, yeah, I don't know. Going into free agency, I don't really feel that confident that Gar Forman and John Paxson will do a good job. I think the Bulls are going to be mediocre next year. I think that they are either going to be the 8th seed in the playoffs and make it, or they're going to be right back where they are right now and be like pick 13 or 14 in the draft. And I don't want that. I would much rather them have a terrible season and be able to build for the future than be stuck with another mediocre year. Because in my opinion, you've either got to be really, really good or just terrible. Mediocrity is a bad place to be because you don't really get rewarded for it. You don't really get a good pick. Your fans aren't that happy. You don't get much of anything for mediocrity. So, yeah, just a little recap. Phoenix Suns, monster winners. I think they got the steal of the draft in Tyler Ulis. Scala BCA, where you took him 28th, there's low risk involved. There could be some decent rewards from that. They got 2 guys they wanted in Dragan Bender and Marquise Chris. Didn't have to trade too much to get Chris. Losers, at least in my eyes, right now, 2 big ones, the Chicago Bulls and Orlando Magic. The big trade of the night, Orlando and the Thunder. Thunder gave Serge Ibaka. Orlando gave Domantas Sabonis, Ersan, Ilya Slova, and Victor Oladipo. And yeah, that basically wraps it up. So, thanks everyone for listening. This has been the NBA Draft Special on Mike the Mike Man's podcast. I will talk to you next week.